I've got one button for you inside of Klaviyo that's going to add opens and revenue to your business. My name's Luke Smith. This is Ad Spend Secrets. This is going to be a short episode. This is going to be a quick episode, and this is going to be a high value episode with a new update that's just come out from Klaviyo. If you're using Klaviyo email marketing for your e-commerce business, ideally you're doing flows and campaigns. This update is specific to campaigns, and I'm going to share with you what it is and how it can benefit your business. I was talking to a client on a recent client call, and they were saying that they had tested it and it was working well. So we decided to also test it for a number of our clients that we're doing Klaviyo email marketing for, and the results were good. They were great, actually. What we saw was an extra 20% in email opens with no additional effort on our part and additional sales and revenue coming through from that email. It's called follow-ups. If you're unfamiliar, I'm going to share screen right now and I'm going to show you exactly what Klaviyo calls this. So here we go. We got follow-ups. On this tab, you can see you need a deliverability score of above 50 to be eligible for this update. And it's super simple to do. It pops up automatically in the campaign wizard when you're creating a campaign. There is a toggle button for follow-ups. And essentially what it is, it's going to be resending the exact same email and the exact same content to people that didn't open initially. And you can have a delay time. By default, I believe it's around 48 hours or so. So you can see here in this screenshot, this is exactly what it will look like. So you've got that toggle button for add a follow-up. It's going to ask you to create a new subject line. So creating a new subject line is key. You want to make it different to the previous subject line that you had. When the email first went out, it didn't get opened. So the goal here is to give them something different, something that's going to catch their attention in the inbox and get them to open it. That's the only goal of this new secondary subject line. We want to give them a second shot to open the email. We're giving them a second bite at the apple, bite at the cherry, so they say. And it's only going to send out to people that are engaged over the last 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. You can choose which one you want to do. We've typically been doing 60 or 90 days. If you've got a really engaged list anyway, and you've got a well-segmented list, you can probably go higher here. We just want to give more people the opportunity to reopen this email. And in terms of time delays, we've either left it as default or tried 72 hours, 3 days later, but I think 48 hours is fine. And so here's what we've seen as a result. I'm just going to change the view here, and you'll see exactly what happened when this went out 2 or 3 days later for a client. So here you can see we've got an email that went out on the 21st of March. We had around 9,500 to 10,000 active profiles in this account. We always try and keep it below 10,000 for this particular business. And we got an open rate of 60% thereabouts and a click-through rate of 0.9% with around 5 purchases. Now, the follow-up was checked, and you can see that through the arrow here, just under the type column. And what happens when this is ticked is that the original email will go out, and then you'll see the campaign when you go into your Klaviyo account and you look at the campaigns that you've sent, you'll see in brackets follow up. And this will be sent 2 days later. In this example, we had it set 48 hours after the original. We had a different subject line, and it was sent to the engaged people in the list that did not open the first campaign. And very, very interestingly, what we saw was an even higher open rate. So whereas the first campaign had a 60% open rate, this one actually had a 68.7% open rate. So these people are interested. We've got well-segmented lists. They are engaged. They were just busy. They probably just missed it in their Gmail. So this way you're getting a second bite at the apple, bite at the cherry. Terrible analogy, but you're getting it back in front of them and hoping that they open. And this is a great proof point that they are engaged, they are interested, they just missed it, or they were just busy. We've even got a higher click-through rate in this example. So it went up from 0.9 in the first email to 1.09 in the second email that was sent, and it did pop a purchase. But what I'm really looking at here is the number of additional people that opened and viewed the email. So if we look at this campaign as a whole, we've got 9,000 to 10,000 active profiles. Overall, between the two campaigns that we sent, we had 7,300 people open. So it's a huge exposure to the email content as a percentage of the actual active profiles in this list. So if you're not trying follow-ups in your Klaviyo account, I'd recommend you toggle that button, see how it works for you. It's a one-click option, and it's, at this point, I'm pretty sure it's almost guaranteed to drive additional revenue through your store. Hope that was helpful. And if you need any help with your Klaviyo, your Meta, or your Google ads, you can reach out at simplyconverting.com.